स्वागत करतो मी तुमचं ब्रिज मध्ये. दिवस 26वा इंग्रजी विषय मराठी मीडियमची ही ऍक्टिव्हिटी आहे. बघा टायटल बघा काय ऍक्टिव्हिटीचं, लेट्स रीड. म्हणजे ह्या टायटल वरनं तुमच्या लक्षात आलं असेल की आपल्याला आज काहीही लिहायचं नाहीये, फक्त ही ऍक्टिव्हिटी ऐकायची. पण ह्याच्या बेसवर तुम्हाला परीक्षेमध्ये प्रश्न विचारले जाऊ शकतात जास्तीत जास्त, कारण की याच्यामध्ये बऱ्याच स्टोरीज आहेत. सेकंड त्याच्यात दिलेले लर्निंग आउटकम्स आणि कम्पिटन्सी स्टेटमेंट. Reads a variety of text for pleasure. For example, adventure stories and science fiction, fairy tales, biography, autobiography, etc. वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारच्या स्टोरीज तुम्ही वाचाव्या असं त्यांची अपेक्षा आहे. लर्निंग आउटकम आणि लर्निंग ऍक्टिव्हिटी मध्ये ते आपल्याला देत आहे. टीचर पॅरेंट्स गिव्ह अ passage of an autobiography in a group pair individual. Teacher parents ask them to read it carefully. आता तुम्हाला हे केअरफुली वाचायचंय. तुमच्यासमोर पहिल्यांदा मी वाचून दाखवतो. गांधीजींचं चित्र दिसतंय म्हणजे त्यांच्याबद्दल आहे हे. चाइल्डहुड बघा, त्यांचं चाइल्डहुड बद्दल माहिती सांगितली. आता सगळं मी फक्त वाचून दाखवणार आहे तुम्हाला. हे तुम्ही फक्त ऐकायचंय, लक्षात घ्यायचंय. या पद्धतीने तुम्हाला वाचता आलं पाहिजे. I must have been about 7 when my father left Porbandar for Rajkot to become a member of the Rajasthani court. There, I put into a primary school and I can well recollect those days, including the names and other particulars of the teachers who taught me. As at Porbandar, so here there is hardly anything to note about my studies. I could only have been a mediocre student. From this school, I went to the suburban school and hence to the high school. Having already reached my 12th year, I do not remember having ever told a lie. During this short period, either to my teachers or to my schoolmates, I used to be very shy and avoided all company. My books and my lessons were my sole companions. To be at school at the stroke of the hour and to run back home as soon as the school closed. That was my daily habit. I literally ran back because I could not bear to talk to anybody. I was even afraid lest anyone should poke fun at me. There is an incident which occurred at the examination during my first year at the high school and which is worth recording. Mr. Gillies, the educational inspector, had come on a visit of inspection. He had set us 5 words to write as a spelling exercise. One of the words was kettle. I had misspelt it. The teacher tried to prompt me with the point of his shoes, but I would not be prompted. It was beyond me to see that he wanted me to copy the spelling from my neighbor's slate, for I had thought that the teacher was there to supervise us against copying. The result was that all the boys except myself were found to have spelled every word correctly. Only I had been stupid. The teacher tried later to bring this stupidity home to me, but without effect. I never could learn the art of copying. Yet, the incident did not in the least diminish my respect for my teacher. I was by nature blind to the faults of elders. Later, I came to know of many other failings of this teacher, but my regard for him remained the same. For I had learned to carry out the orders of elders, not to scan their action. आता हे वाचलं. सॉल्ड ऍक्टिव्हिटी डेमो मध्ये टीचर पॅरेंट शो डेमो हाऊ टू रीड अ स्टोरी. आस्क क्वेश्चन. ठीक आहे, आपण आता पुढची स्टोरी वाचू. अ फ्रेंड इन नीड इज अ फ्रेंड इन डीड. बघा, मोहन अँड सोहन वर टू फ्रेंड्स. मोहन वॉज अ गुड फ्रेंड बट सोहम was selfish. One day they passed through a jungle. They saw a bear. They were afraid. Sohan at once climbed up a tree. He did not care for Mohan. Mohan lay down on the ground. He held his breath. The bear came and smelt him. He thought that Mohan was dead. He went away. Sohan came down. He went to Mohan and asked, "What did the bear say in your ears?" Mohan replied, "The bear asked me to be aware of false friend." मग याचं मॉरल काय आहे? बी अवेअर ऑफ सेल्फिश फ्रेंड. ही एक स्टोरी आपण वाचली. आता पुढचं बघा, प्रॅक्टिसमध्ये त्यांनी काय सांगितलं आपल्याला? टीचर पॅरेंट्स गिव्ह अ प्रिंट आउट ऑफ वन स्टोरी टू रीड फॉर प्लेजर. स्टुडंट्स सर्च फॉर पॉडकास्ट स्टोरी सिरीज ऑनलाईन. तुम्ही ऑनलाईन सर्च करू शकता. आता बघा, द हिडन ट्रेजर ही एक स्टोरी आहे, तुमच्या समोर मी वाचतो. Once there was an old farmer. He had 4 sons. They were lazy. They did nothing. They were always quarreling. One day the farmer fell ill. He knew that his death was near. He called his sons. He said, "There is a treasure in our field. Dig it out after my death." Then the farmer died. The sons went to the field. They dug the whole field, but there was no treasure. A wise man advised that to sow wheat. They sowed wheat. They had good crop. They learned the value of hard work. They began to work hard. Moral: no pain, no gain. ही एक स्टोरी झाली. एक्सटेन्शन ऍक्टिव्हिटी, पॅरलल ऍक्टिव्हिटी आणि रिइन्फोर्समेंट मध्ये ते आपल्याला बघा काय सांगताय. अजून अजून स्टोरीज आहे आपल्याकडे. एक्सटेन्शन ऍक्टिव्हिटी, पॅरलल ऍक्टिव्हिटी, रिइन्फोर्समेंट मध्ये टीचर पॅरेंट्स मोटिवेट स्टुडंट्स टू रीड अँड एन्जॉय द स्टोरी. आता पुन्हा एक स्टोरी आहे, द शेफर्ड बॉय अँड द वुल्फ. ही स्टोरी मी तुमच्यासमोर परत एकदा वाचतो. तुम्ही फक्त नंतर परत एकदा हे वाचा. Once there was a shepherd boy. He grazed his sheep outside the village. There was a forest nearby. One day, the shepherd boy was grazing his sheep. He thought of making fun of villagers. He started shouting, "Wolf, wolf, come and save me." The villagers came running. There was no wolf. The boy laughed at them. He said that it was a joke. The villagers were angry. They went away. One day, wolf really came there. The shepherd boy cried for help, but villagers thought that the boy was joking. They did not come. The wolf killed many sheep. It wounded the boy. The boy learned a lesson. He never told lie again. Moral: never tell a lie. आता next आहे the cap seller and the monkeys. Once there was a cap seller. He had a bundle of caps. He was going to village. There was a forest in the village. It was very hot. He wanted to take a rest. He lay under a tree. He fell asleep. There were some monkeys on the tree. They came down. They took away all his caps. The cap seller woke up. He found his cap missing. He took up. He saw the monkeys. The caps were on their heads. The cap seller thought of a plan. He threw down his cap. The monkey also threw their caps. The cap seller got his cap. He went away. Moral: do not give up hope in difficulties. Understood? आता या प्रकारच्या आपण इथे या स्टोरीज पाहिल्या. आता याच्यात अजून पुढची स्टोरी आहे, द डव अँड द बीज. वन्स, सगळ्या स्टोरी मी वाचून दाखवतोय तुम्हाला, तुम्हाला पण ह्या वाचायच्या आहे. वन्स देअर वॉज अ बी. इट फेल्स थर्स्टी. It went to the river. It fell into the river. It was about to die. A dove saw it. She plucked a leaf and she threw the leaf into the water. The bee got on to it. Its life was saved. It flew away. Some days passed. A hunter came. He saw the dove. He aimed at the dove. The bee saw all this. It stung the hunter. His gun fell down. The dove flew away. She thanked the bee. Moral: do good, have good. याच्यानंतर पुढची स्टोरी बघूया आपण. युनाइटेड वी स्टँड, डिवायडेड वी फॉल. आता ही स्टोरी बघा. देअर वॉज अ फार्मर. He had 4 sons. They always quarreled with one another. The farmer was very sad. He advised them not to quarrel, but in vain. One day the farmer fell ill. He knew that his end was near. He called his son. He gave them bundle of sticks. He asked them to break it, but they failed to do so. Then the bundle was untied. The farmer asked his sons to break the sticks one by one. Each one broke the sticks. The father said, "Be united like the bundle. If you are united, None will harm you. The sons learn a lesson. They never quarreled again. Moral, union is a strength. आपण बघा इतक्या स्टोरीज वाचलेल्या याच्यातल्या सर्व स्टोरीज तुम्ही पुन्हा तुमच्या पद्धतीने वाचा. फक्त ही ॲक्टिव्हिटी आपल्याला रीडिंगसाठीची आहे. थँक्स फॉर वॉचिंग द व्हिडिओ.